Hi everyone, I'm making this video for anyone who had a problem with a Magic Chef mini fridge. So I'm going to be showing you how I fix the fan on the motor to resolve the issue with the fan not turning anymore that melted the bracket holding the motor, which if you were to order all the parts, you need 4 parts to repair this, and these parts cost $195 plus tax plus shipping. So I figure around maybe 250, maybe more. I'm not sure how much the shipping is. So I made a bracket. I didn't do a video of the bracket I made, but I have some pictures. I'm going to be showing them to you. So basically the bracket is like 6 inches wide and 9 inches and 3/8 high. That's the size of the plastic bracket. So to do the bracket, I use a metal sheeting I had in my garage that was laying around, which was big enough. I gave it like half an inch more on each side, bent it so I mimic the original plastic bracket with a metal one. I used a hole saw to drill a 4-inch hole right in the middle. I bought a motor that cools servers for computers. It's a 110 volt motor, which cost me $25 plus tax. That's all the expenses that cost me. And that motor is made of metal, 110 volts, and it got 2 wires on it. And I cut the harness of the original motor close to the motor, so I had the harness. So all I did was use these metal clips that you put one wire in and you put the other wire in and you clip them together, and I taped the whole thing. So when I plug the harness in, I get 110 volts because that's the output of the mini fridge. That harness gives you 110 volts, so any motor would work. So the reason I use 120 millimeter motor because it was easy to attach to that metal plate, and I used how do you call them? Not screws, but the metal things that snaps in there. I can't remember the name, sorry for that. So I'm going to be showing you pictures of what I'm talking about. There are some pictures of my Magic Chef model number. I'm going to grow it a little bit. Here you see it better. That's my model number. And this, okay, so I'm gonna see that this is the motor pop rivets. That's what I used to attach it to the metal plate there I had. So there's the metal plate. I made it, like I said, a little bit wider and a little bit taller to bend the edges. So you see my edges are bented, so it gives me like a ridge that I can screw in the same holes as the original. And you can see the harness there. That was the harness of the original motor. And I just attached the wires with these little clips that are sold for that. I had those in my garage, and I taped everything onto the harness, and all I have to do is plug it back in. So this is one picture there. See, this is the other side. You can see my pop rivet and the hole I made with a 4-inch hole saw. I was missing a little bit of metal on my plate, but that's all right. I got enough there to screw in. And that's when I installed it in the fridge. I installed it so it blows on the motor. You want it blowing on the motor. So it's pulling air through these screens there to help it cool it down. Takes the air in the front, pulls it towards the motor, cools the motor, and it pushes it underneath and it comes out in the front. So you can put this mini fridge in a very tight hole. It doesn't need to breathe in the back because it's pulling air in the front on the left side and it's coming out on the right side. So that's my bracket. And can't see the harness when it's plugged in, but it's plugged in. And this was my old bracket. You can see the motor complete. The fan was melted. The back cover of the motor was completely melted. This is the motor, which was not working anymore because it was turning, but I had to help it with my finger, help it to turn when I plugged it in. And it did turn, but I imagined if I put it back in, it's going to stop turning and the same problem is going to occur. And this is my melted bracket to hold the motor. So the idea here is why I made a metal bracket. I'm not going to buy another plastic bracket that is going to do the same thing as soon as that fan stops turning. So I'm not going to waste like $250 on that. So a solution was my metal bracket. I hope it helps anybody out watching this video. I do a lot of repairs on my little things. Maybe I'll start doing more videos on the things I repair at home. Maybe it's going to help people, help them save money and make things work and last longer. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.